Hi guys, welcome back to my channel for another video. In today's video, I am tackling flu season. As flu season is fastly approaching, so are all the germs, the sickness, the throw up, the poop, and it is all over my house right now. Flu season has hit our house with a vengeance. So I will be taking you guys along today for a little bit of Monday motivation to get all of these little nooks and crannies disinfected and cleaned up. If you guys are new to my channel, my name is Michelle. I have 4 kiddos, 2 school-age kids, a toddler boy, and a 6-month-old little girl. So keeping germs out of our house is super important to me. It's super important to try and keep my family healthy and happy as well, because normally when you have one sick kiddo, the other ones all kind of follow around, and that is just a recipe for disaster. So as I'm taking you guys along with me today, I'm going to be disinfecting, cleaning toys, rooms, rugs, as you can see right now, taking throw up off of my couch and pee off of my couch. This is going to be one heck of a day, but I hope that you guys do enjoy this style video. I hope it does give you guys some motivation to get your house clean and disinfected. And if you are new to my channel, I would love to have you subscribe, hit that bell button so that you don't miss when I post future videos. I post weekly on content relating to motherhood, lifestyle, and cleaning, and I would love to have you guys join in.
About to leave, already packing, come with me. I'm not really asking, we'll get away to a place where we don't.
This morning I'm starting off by disinfecting and cleaning my little boy's room. The boys just went off to school and his room was a complete mess. So I'm actually just changing his sheets out, disinfecting his crib, his dresser, any areas of the room that we have been touching and that he's been touching as well. Putting some fresh sheets in his bed so that he can lay down whenever he needs to. As you guys can see, he's a little bit feverish, so he's following me around. He threw up all on the side of his crib as well as all over his new carpet. So I was just quickly cleaning that up, and then I'm going to vacuum it up as well. May as well do that once I'm in here. Vacuuming is not really part of a flu season clean with me, but since I'm here, I'm going to be doing that. And once I'm done disinfecting his room, I'm also going to open his window just a little bit. It is quite chilly outside, so I'm going to close his bedroom door, but this is going to really air out the room. It smells like puke in here. It's gross, and it also smells like a Clorox. So I want to make sure that all of that scent is gone before he goes down for his nap later on. Once I'm done that, I'm going to move into the bathroom because he did have a bath last night and he was sick in the toilet. So I want to make sure that all of these surfaces are really clean and disinfected as well. If you guys have been following me, you guys know that I prefer to use non-toxic chemicals and cleaners and disinfectants throughout my house. But there's something to be said about the smell and the cleanliness of Clorox and Javex. So I'm just going to be using some of that on areas like light switches, door handles, the second clean on my toilet bowls as well. Any kind of handles, I feel like this is just super helpful to make sure that your house is extra clean and disinfected.
About to see the world in action, what we can be. Life with no distractions, we'll get away. This is what we waited for. Take my hand, we'll make it somehow. We can't miss out. I'm done living life with the lights out, down with my own doubts. Be free with me.
Once I'm done doing all the disinfecting and cleaning upstairs, I am moving on to a little bit of regular cleaning on the main floor. I'm going to start off by putting our breakfast dishes away. I washed these right after breakfast, laid them out to dry. Since our dishwasher broke about a month ago, I am doing all of our dishes by hand. Yes, I know, I complain about this in every cleaning video, but it is what it is. So I'm just going to put those away really quickly so I can get on to disinfecting and cleaning the areas as well. As you guys can see, the kitchen looks pretty clean, and it does. When you look at it, it does look clean, but the cabinetry is definitely really gross and disgusting and grimy and oily and just like gross. And so is like the sink and the door handles and the knobs and all of that. We're actually getting ready to repaint our cabinetry. So this is also going to give me some time to disinfect it from germs. And I'm also going to be cleaning it before my husband strips them and paints them as well. I just think that this is going to work so much better. He won't have to go ahead and clean them before he paints them either. And then I'm just going to be filling up my sink here with some vinegar, some white vinegar, as well as some really hot, like almost boiling water. Taking all of the bath toys that I took from the tub upstairs and disinfecting and cleaning those. I love vinegar for things like this. You can also use Javix or anything like that, but I think that this works really well to keep them clean. All right, so before we move on, I want to show you guys what I'm using to clean during this flu season. As you guys know, if you guys have been following my channel and watching my Clean With Me's, you guys know that I try and stick with like non-toxic products, more naturally derived cleaners and disinfectants. But there's something to be said about these really good chemicals, whether it's like Lysol or bleach during cold and flu season. I have 4 kiddos, 2 of which go to school. I'm out and about at playgroups multiple times a week with the little ones. So trying to keep the germs out of the house is super important to me. So Lysol is really great. It smells good. I try not to add loads, but you should follow like how to dilute it if you want it to be as efficient. It's supposed to kill 99.9% of germs, which is wonderful. And this is a multi-surface cleaner, so I'll use this on all of the contact points in the house, all the areas that especially my toddler touches, which I mean is every area in my house. So this is super great. Also, I'm also going to show you guys a few other products that I'm using. So I'm also using these Clorox wipes, which you guys do see me use pretty frequently in my washrooms, especially after starting to potty train my little one. So these ones are the Clorox wipes. They kill 99.9, again, of virus and bacteria. Kills cold and flu viruses. It's written right there. Strep throat, E. coli, salmonella. It has 4 times the cleaning power. So I really like these, especially for the toilet area and like faucet and like light switches, wherever the little ones are going to touch. These are also really good for certain toys and stuff. You just want to make sure that all of this is completely dry before you let your little ones touch it. And I wouldn't put this where like my baby's gonna put things in her mouth. I also have this Lysol. This is a bathroom cleaner. I don't use it loads because I don't really like the way it smells, but I do have this just in case. But typically I'll just use my method cleaner, wash up the bathroom real quick, and then I will go in with something like this and just do like the contact points or wherever it's like really gross. To use a lot of these chemicals, and I'm guilty of this, rubber gloves are super important. These ones are cute and flashy. Picking up puke with your bare hands is not always fun. I don't mind it with my little ones and I wash my hands, but these are good if it's gonna be like a huge nasty mess, or if you're using chemicals and hot water, you don't want to destroy your hands. Rubber gloves, you can get these at the dollar store. That's pretty much it what I'm using in terms of like extras. I do have like some regular bleach. Oh, and you guys just saw me use some vinegar for the bath toys a second ago. I'm gonna let those bath toys soak while I clean up the rest of the house, and then I'll be able to rinse them off and throw them back in the tub. I also got rid of some of like their foam bath letters and numbers because those were gross and like getting moldy. It was terrible. So I threw those out. Have to order some new bath toys. In terms of flu season must-haves, beyond cleaning products, there's just a few products that I like to keep in hand. So I get these Pedialyte, this is like the Pedialyte powder. You just mix one of these in like a bottle of water. It tells exactly how to dilute it. These are perfect. I find that I like these better opposed to the jug of Pedialyte. These are just like electrolytes when they're dehydrated from vomiting or having lots of diarrhea. These are good for kids and adults. It restores electrolytes. We actually take these on vacation as well in case they get sick. But these are good because when you open a bottle that's like already diluted, if your kid doesn't drink it within a certain amount of time, you have to throw them out. And these, you can just use one. And like the rest of them stay good for a really long time. Like these don't expire until 2021. And we've had them for quite some time. So these are super perfect and essential. If you have an older child, you can also get something like Gatorade. This is probably not the best one because if they puke up, they're puking up orange. But you can dilute this with some water as well. This is also super good to have on hand for them. For electrolytes or even for adults. A thermometer is also super important. Check fever, especially when you have little ones under 6 months. You want to make sure that they're not having a fever. I absolutely love this Braun one. It's perfect. Hand sanitizer of any kind, as long as your hands are clean. We have a hand sanitizer in our little mudroom closet there. The older boys get home from school or social activities, and we get them to disinfect their hands right away. I think that's kind of helped a little bit. Keep germs at bay. We're actually going, what time is it now? It's 2 o'clock. We're actually scheduled for flu shots at 4:30. So once the little ones wake up, we'll be doing that. So hand sanitizer, keep one in your purse, your diaper bag, in your house, anywhere you are. Don't be afraid to ask guests to disinfect their hands before they come through your house during flu season or before they touch your little ones, because little ones are so susceptible to it. Super important to keep them safe. We also have some Tylenol. This is fever and pain, and I have a little one for my daughter. She's just about 6 months old now, so she needs the infant one, but this is like the toddler kid one that my 2 middle boys use. My older boy is like into the adult ones already. So keep that in hand. And then lastly, I have this baby rub Vicks. I use this on all of my kids. This makes me more comfortable than the adult one. So you put this on the bottom of your baby's feet, on their back, on their chest. That really, really helps them when they're sick.
Be free with me. Be free. Not looking back. Eyes on the freeway. Bonnie and Clyde. A classic cliche. We're on the run. This is what we waited for. Take my hand, we'll make it somehow. We can't miss out. I'm done living life with the lights out. Die with my own doubts. Be free with me. Be free.
Cleaning my cabinetry is something that I like to do at least seasonally, but having a 2-year-old little boy with dirty hands all the time, and he's always trying to get into things, I never actually realized how dirty our cabinetry was until I got down here and started cleaning them.
Be free with me. Be free.
Moving on to our living room, our family room, the space where we congregate the most as a family. I'm just going to run around real quick disinfecting some of these bigger plastic items. My son is constantly touching my daughter's toys, so I want to make sure that she is like free of germs as much as I can, her being so little. And then I'm also going to be picking up some of these throw blankets and getting those washed up. So as you guys can see, my couches are super gross. He was sitting right here, and I don't know if he peed on it or if he vomited on it. Probably pee. The poor guy felt so sick. My couches are absolutely gross, both of them. They were old. We bought these super inexpensively when we had our older boys, like 5-6 years ago maybe, when they were little. Oh my god, they've seen better days, but having 2 little ones again, I can't justify buying new couches right now. So I'll probably keep these for at least another year, maybe 2, depending if they last that long. So I've been using these 2 products to clean my couches. I do it probably every season, maybe 4 times a year, or unless we have like an occasion. It takes about 12 to 24 hours for it to dry fully, so you can't use your couches while they're drying. But if you guys want to see in detail how I clean my couches, it's really, really mundane. I'm not going to keep you guys around for the whole period of this because it's just going to be too long and boring. But I do have a full dedicated video on how to clean your microfiber couches if you want to see it. So I will link it up in the cards, and I will put it down below as well. Go and check that out. It works wonders, I'm telling you, and it's with using non-toxic chemicals. It only costs about $5. So instead of hiring someone to come in, get it done, and you can reuse the same scrubby day in and day out. I have one by my sink for sink purposes, one for laundry purposes, and then one for upholstery as well.
Let's be free with me.
this point, it's a little bit later in the day, and my husband just came home, and he's showing me the Mech Toaster snowsuit that he got for our little one, which we love. He used that one last year as well, and it works wonders. It's so warm, it's so cozy, it's so easy. I will link that down below if you guys want a snowsuit for your kid. It's like amazing. And then, as you guys can see, he's in the corner right up there, and he's just putting together that little TV stand thing that I've been talking about for so long. We finally got it in, and he has finally taken that time to put it together, which is awesome.
What if the world had more of your smile? What if the wind could spread your love? What if your sweetness could reach everyone? There'd be no wars.
Back to my kitchen. Now I'm just going to empty my sink and clean off all of these toys. So I'm just going to scrub them with just some regular soap, and they've all been soaking for quite some time now, but we do need to use the sink and stuff to make lunch. So I want to make sure that I take those out. I'm also going to rinse them off because it's just like smells like vinegar, and then I'm just going to let them air dry. I am notorious to not let my children's bath toys dry properly. That creates mold, it creates gunk, and soap scum, which is gross. That's why I had to throw a bunch of them away, but I am in the market for new bath toys. Let me know in the comments down below what your favorite bath toys are. I'm not into all those little squeezy things because I find those super gross and moldy, but let me know what you guys like for your kids. I'm also super happy because I saw this little hack on everyone here on YouTube, I think does it during cleaning videos. And that's just get like a little tray or something to put your soap and your little scrubby brush on. I feel like this makes the space look a lot neater and clean. Moving on to our little powder room, our bathroom off of the kitchen and main living space, I am just going to switch out my hand towels, and I'm also going to be wiping down my soap dispenser. Now, a lot of people think that that's kind of strange that I do that, but I think that when the kids, or anybody actually, goes to put soap on their hands are not clean. So when they touch the top of that soap thing, their hands are gross and dirty and germy. So I like to make sure that that's clean as well. And then having little ones, especially my 2-year-old, washing his hands multiple times a day, that can kind of get gross and full of soap as well. So I like to make sure that that's clean. And then I'm also going to be wiping areas where they touch, light switches, the door jambs, the doors, the door handles as well.
Maybe the birds will sing about your heart. Maybe the trees will whisper the word. Maybe the sun will spread your joy to the ones who lost their hope.
And now that it's nap time and my little ones are asleep, I tied up my hair because I was getting warm and it was getting gross, and I wanted to make sure that that was pulled out of my face. I also switched my shirt because someone puked on me. Poor thing. He was so sick, and I had puke and snot and everything on that beautiful rusty shirt. So I wanted to make sure that I was getting that washed up really quickly. This is an area that I definitely need to make sure I'm disinfecting vigilantly throughout cold and flu season, especially now that my little one has come around and my toddler is attending so many playgroups, about 3 of them every single week. So I want to make sure that I'm separating their toys. And moving on to this TV stand, isn't it absolutely beautiful? Like, it's super bright in this picture, so it's a little bit darker normally. I'll have to show you guys in another light. Right now, like I said, it's super bright. I just love this rustic feel of it. I love that everything is kind of tucked behind it and just looks super pretty. Let me know how I should decorate that space because I have no idea. My husband doesn't want anything like hiding his view of the TV, but I know that I need something there. Moving on to our makeshift little fireplace and mantle. I'm just cleaning this off really quickly and then using my Method glass and surface cleaner to clean off my husband's football helmet thingy.
You fill my head with roses. I can't help but dream away. is no one who has a heart as pure, no, not like yours.
And to finish off this clean with me, as I normally do, I'm going to be vacuuming all of my floors. I love my Dyson vacuum. I use it at least once a day, if not more. Having so many little ones, they make so much mess. They do not come with a manual, and no one ever tells you how messy little ones are actually going to be. So I absolutely love this vacuum, and I am in the market for one of those little Roomba robot vacuum thingies. So hopefully on Black Friday they have a ridiculous deal, so I can justify buying one. Oh, I'm holding my 6-month-old daughter right now, and she's smacking my keyboard. All right, one more minute, Everly. All right, and then the last thing I am doing is pulling out my steam mop. So I'm going to be just steam mopping all of the area where my toddler typically runs around. So I did his bedroom. I'm going to be doing our living room, our dining room, our kitchen as well, just to make sure that all these areas are clean. Steam mops are like a game changer. They are unreal. Apparently, they kill viruses like influenza and E. coli and all of that because the steam is just so hot. They're good for so many different surfaces, tile flooring, hardwood flooring, vinyl, whatever you have. They're awesome for that. It takes everything out of your floor, even if your things are just sitting there. I could never get my floors as clean as I can get them now. Anyways, guys, this sums up this flu season clean with me. I hope you guys enjoyed this style video. I want to say thank you to all of you for being so noble and being so dedicated here on my channel. Makes me so happy when you guys conversate with me so that we can interchange a conversation. Anyways, thank you so much, and we'll see you guys next time.
Dreaming